Yo, what's good, people? Welcome back to the
Sadly Relatable podcast.
We back, baby!
Nah, I'm not feeling it today.
No, yay.
Yay. How did we even make that up?
I don't know. I went back and watched.
Oh my God, someone suggested that we react to our first
episode, yeah. We should one day, inshallah.
Let's do it.
Not right now. Anyway, welcome back, guys, to episode 63. We are back. We are live. You tired?
Yes.
These ones are, I'm not going to you, these ones are a bit harder to do during Ramadan. I forgot what it's like because we spend the whole day fasting. You don't have that much energy anyway. And then when we eat, pray, and then we sit down and we're like, all right, now let's talk. But this is the stage where we're like...
Yeah, that's why, guys, if the last few episodes... I feel like I'm very loud.
Yeah, let me tell you that.
If the last few episodes are a bit, we like... It's because it's very hard to be energetic at 11:30 at night.
Yeah. But we're here, we're live, and we're getting it done. How have you been anyway?
I've been good.
Really? Thank you for lying to all of us. Yeah, I've been good as well.
How have you been? Yeah, how have you been?
Don't know, life's weird. I was watching not watching our last episode. I was looking at like the comment section.
Very, very, very cute. First of all, I know we may have a few new subscribers, so I do just want to say hello. Join the Sadly Relatable family.
We're here now.
And the Sadly Relatable family, comment down below and show them love, the new viewers, and tell them to join us and tell them how lit it is here.
Yeah, because I feel like they've come on like a bad note.
Yeah. Definitely on a bad note. But they don't realise how amazing it is.
we actually bust jokes here. We have a good time. But do you know what the funniest thing is? Is like we'll have a few comments like... Because realistically, it is a bit nerve-wracking, like the amount of views the last episode got. Because I know a lot of them is people just coming for drama.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So, but alhamdulillah, the comment section has been really good.
Very, very positive. I was a bit worried. So... We done that episode, we filmed the episode while everything was kind of up in the air with me and my ex-husband.
Yep.
And afterwards, me and him sorted it out. Like we're not back together, but I mean, we spoke, we communicated, we said, look, this is it, and this is why it didn't work out. Yeah. And we left on like a positive note.
Yeah, good terms.
And then I was thinking, damn, I got an episode coming out tomorrow. What did I say?
But you know what?
Did I say anything bad?
You didn't. And that's why you have to look at me as the person who is good with this type of stuff. Because I said to you when we get on there, we're not talking about it.
No, I said I didn't want to anyway.
No, but before the episode, I made sure that we're not going in that direction.
Yeah.
That way the episode stayed clean and it was good.
But a lot of people got annoyed. They were like, this is clickbait. Yeah. We thought you were going to tell us a story.
Do you know why? Because they all come for drama and they came and got good life advice instead.
I know.
So that's why some of you stayed and subscribed. Welcome. We love you all.
The real one stayed. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Do you know what I really like? I love everyone for starters, yeah. Everyone in the comment section is amazing. But the people that I'd like feel the most happy about is when I hear someone say, hey, I'm not Muslim, but I really enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, the most happy about, you mean like it brings you joy?
Yeah, it brings me joy because I think to myself that they're in like a different world to us, but they can still sit and enjoy.
Yeah, that does make me happy. I forgot to tell you, I went to I think I told you, I went to the Light Upon Light event where Mufti Menk was, and a lot of the Sadly Relatable family were there.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah, like it was so nice. Everyone was like, where's Ayub? And I was like, oh, he couldn't come.
Oh, that would have been sick.
Yeah, it was really good. I met Mufti Menk.
What was that like?
It was like, I was actually fangirling.
Really?
Like fully fan. I've always said to myself, I never in my life, even if I see Drake, Russ, anyone, I will never be like, oh my God, I need to take a photo of them. Like, I need to go up to them and like, do you know what I mean? I never would like film them. But Mufti Menk, I was fully fangirling. I was filming him. I spoke to him. He spoke to me and he made like a dua for me. And yeah, I got really emotional and I cried.
Oh, I'm trying to think, who would I fangirl over? Like, is there anyone that I would see in like us for a picture?
There's nothing wrong with it, obviously.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, I'm thinking of who, because
it would be people that help you. So for me, it's not about fame. Yeah. It's about what you've done for me. Yeah. So that's why I think a lot of our viewers come up to us and speak to us, because it's not about fame.
That's what I mean. That's when I think, for example, like if I was to see like Drake or something like that, there is a part of me that I wouldn't really go up to him.
What has he done for you?
Because I feel like I'd be bothering him.
No, unless it like done for you?
But unless it naturally happened where he had come past, or like there's people having conversations, which would never happen anyway. But I wouldn't, even in any type of artist. But I know who I would.
Who has helped FouseyTube?
FouseyTube, I don't even watch him anymore. But because of how much he did for me at a certain time in my life, I would go up to him and just explain everything. Like I would
Yeah.
speak to him. I'd speak to people from the basement yard. I'd speak to Danny and Michael from the Lapuri podcast. Like these are the podcasts I actually sit and watch and actually help me.
Yeah. So that's why I say fangirl. I would never fangirl because I don't care about fame. But if you have genuinely helped me, like what I said to Mufti Menk was, in the last month, I've had a really hard time. I got a divorce, and you are, the main reason. Your words and your knowledge has helped me get out of the place I was in and helped me come out better.
Yeah, and I think you understand it's from Allah, but it's
Obviously
just
it's
he's
from
the one
Allah.
that was.
Obviously, it's from Allah.
Yeah.
Come on, they're not stupid.
I just wanted to say it.
I know, but they're not stupid. His words are what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What has helped.
It's the same
you.
with people that come to us. And
Yeah,
say, like,
exactly. That's why I say it's nothing to do with fame.
Yeah, that's so true.
Don't care
But then
about
again,
fame.
also like, if you want to fangirl over someone, fangirl. There's nothing wrong with it. But I understand what you're saying about it being from just them helping. Because even us, who are we? We're just like normal. We don't even have that much of a following. But the reason people want to speak to us, see us, is because they've had that connection.
Yeah,
through the
exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't see anything wrong with that. People tell us like, you've helped me with this, you've helped me with this. One girl got really emotional and she made, I almost had to stop myself from crying. And she was like, you don't understand, like I've gone through this. Shout out to you, you know who you are. And she got really teary and we were just hugging for like 5 minutes straight. And I
so
felt
cute.
like, all the sadly relatable family and even just people that follow me on TikTok that came up to me, I just felt like I was speaking to friends.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, who are these people? I was like, oh, I'm speaking to my friends.
Yeah.
Wallah. And it was so strange because I've never seen their faces before, but I felt like I don't know, man.
The thing is, I've noticed I'm awkward. I'm awkward. I am. Because I don't know, like I get like, not shy, but I'm
Can't
like,
hug them.
I'm like, yeah, I'm just from a distance. Hey, hi.
Hi, you're right.
But I try to be as like welcoming as possible.
Yeah.
But I have said this quite a few times, that I noticed the difference between like our followers and other people around us followers. That makes sense. The interaction, not to discredit what they have going on or anything like that, but I just noticed the difference of when like someone comes to us and they're sadly relatable. Listen, actually, let me compare it to sadly relatable compared to like TikTok followers. There's a difference.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your TikToks? I love it. Blah, blah, blah. To sadly relatable come up to me and look like they're about to cry and like just tell me like, oh,
about their
you've done
life.
something like that. Yeah, literally. It's
Me
beautiful.
too, because there's a difference. Even people are like, I've watched you on TikTok compared to sadly relatable family. But yeah, so yeah.
Even someone I was in Westfield the other day, and I was in I think JD somewhere, and the girl said to me, I wasn't gonna come up to you, but I remember in the podcast you said
Someone said that to
just
me.
come up to us and I just want to say hi. And
Someone
I was
said
like,
that to me as well. These girls said it to me. They were like, we didn't know what to say to you. We didn't want to bother you. But then we remembered in the podcast, you said to just come up to you. Guys, if you see us, please, we will never be like, oh, they're bothering us ever.
Yeah.
Wallah, it makes us happy. Another thing I want to say is, damn, I was going to say something and I forgot. Wallah, I forgot.
Just went and left your head. One thing I was going to say is this. It's kind of off topic though. I was deep in.
My memory.
The moment
I remembered.
Oh, there you go. I knew it in my head. I was like, I know, as soon as I can say my point, she's going to speak.
I'm sorry. Oh, I forgot. No, I remember.
Yeah,
Okay, so what I was going to say is if you did see me that event and the first half when I was fasting, I find fasting very difficult. Like I don't know how people get up and do things.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely find it so hard. And I went and I feel like for the first half, I maybe was a bit like slumped. So if you thought like, oh, what the hell, her energy is so off, like, or she's not like she is on a podcast, I swear to you, it's because I was fasting. Another thing is I had an experience with someone. Can I say? I'm not going to say their name, obviously.
Okay, yeah.
So there was someone in like the community that I was actually with Diary Room, and you know what, maybe if we collab with them they'll explain it as well. And we saw the person and we were like, oh, should we go up to them and like speak to them?
So there's someone who's well known, obviously. He's got
someone
his own
who's well
following and
known,
stuff
got
like
their own following and stuff like that. And I think very well known. And they were like, yeah, let's go speak to. We were like, yeah, let's go speak to them. I'm saying them because I don't want to say if it's a girl or a boy.
Yeah.
And then so we went up to the person and I was kind of a bit quiet, but Aisha was very like, she was being very positive, and she was like, oh, I just want to say thank you so much for what you've done for the community. Like, we all really look up to you. You've had a very positive impact on everything that you've done. Wallah, the person literally was like this, looking at us like there was no thank you. There was no thank. She was being so nice.
That's so rude.
There was no thank you, and they were just like, oh, okay, cool, yeah.
Why? What is that energy?
And it was like they just wanted to walk away. so Islamically you're supposed to make excuses for people, so that's what we're trying to do. Maybe they were tired, maybe I don't know, but it was really sad to see, because she was like, you've had such a positive impact, and
Do you know what?
and they were like, yeah, okay, all right, and just walked off. And the reason I know it's not just my brain that was like, wow, they were being rude, it's because when we left, me and the whole of Diary Room looked at each other and we were like, what the hell just happened?
Oh, that's sad.
It was so sad.
Do you know what? That would break my heart, is if I watched like a podcast like this, like the ones I watch, and I went to see them in person,
And they were like,
oh, get away from me. Like, I'd be like,
oh,
I would turn from like being a fan to be like, hell do you think you are? Do you know what I mean? You know them guys when they're moving to go, like, your butt is anyway. Literally that one.
No, that dream shattered. That was so sad.
Yeah,
Wallah.
that's kind of, they say don't meet like your idols or your heroes or stuff
idols,
like that.
haram.
Well, you know what I mean. Oh yeah, stuff Allah. I mean, don't meet the people that you look up to, in a sense, for
But meet us
social
if
media.
you look up to us, please.
Because sometimes reality is not the same, especially like back in the day. Because with actors, they're playing a role, and you fall in love with that character that they're playing. You don't realize, you don't see who they actually are.
They're a different person to what you see.
So you could like see a celebrity or these people that put on a certain face, or they're rappers, or they act like this, and then you see them in person and they're like rude, or they don't give you the energy that you think, or you think you're meeting that character. Like even when you watch Friends, when I think of all the characters in Friends, I imagine them as that's them, like in real
but
life.
It's not them.
But it's not. They're like probably completely different.
Yeah.
But I'd go there, see them, and expect that.
You know what it is? It's nice to, I don't know.
But with us, like this is actually us.
Yeah. I think it'd be nice to meet all the people that have once either put a smile on your face, helped you out of a dark place, or anything like that. I think it'd be nice. But one thing I cannot rate is people, whether that's influencers, celebrities, whatever, not seeing their viewers or the people that come up to them as the reason you are where you are. The reason you have the money you have, the followers you have, anything, is because these people were the ones to give you a platform.
Yeah.
So I don't see how you can ever think you're above someone. Like me personally, wallah, from the bottom of my heart, I see all of us on the same level. I would never, sorry, I keep speaking and you're like trying to speak.
Sorry.
I would never in my head think I'm above anyone, or like, can you just leave me alone? Like, I'm so famous. Do you know what I mean? It's just weird.
No, it is weird energy. And it's kind of scary, because there's a lot of people that probably thought they wouldn't be like that, and then they get it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we're
not even anything big.
Yeah,
but
like
we're
still very bottom barrel. But we'll see what happens. Inshallah, if we do grow, we'll still stay as humble as possible. I had a really good point as well. What I was going to say is this. I can't wait, and this is, I don't know if this is like my childish side of when I was younger and I wanted to do YouTube and all that stuff, but there's a part of me that's still waiting for that moment where we make it, in a sense, maybe we have more followers and we're given an opportunity to be at an event or something with the people that I always watched when I was younger.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Or the people that I was watching, whether it's Logan Paul, FaZe Banks, all these people that I grew up kind of watching and inspired me to be in the same environment with them. And I will not be the type of person to like, I'll literally be like, I've been watching you guys from this time.
That happened with me actually, and I think I've said it before on a podcast, but I went to an event like, I don't know, 4 years ago now, and I went to, it was like full of all the YouTubers and beauty, whatever, that's in the industry, and there was one person in particular, her name's Jordan Lipscomb, and she does beauty, she does makeup, she's been doing YouTube for a long time now, and I used to watch her like all her videos, and I literally went up to her, and this is why I aim to be like this. I went up to her at the event and I said to her like, oh my god, like I watch all your videos, I love your YouTube, and she was like, oh my god, thank you, and she kept me with her most of the night, and I was chilling with her and her boyfriend,
so nice.
And she was like literally treating me as a friend, and I had the best, like the most positive experience with this girl, because she was just so nice. And
imagine
that's my goal. Like,
imagine like being able to be like someone that someone watches, and then they see you in person and you're even better.
That's the goal, inshallah. But yeah,
that's cute. There's a part of me as well, I don't want to keep this topic of like socials and all that stuff for too long, but there's a part of me that always feels like the moment I feel like we've had success on Sadly Relatable properly is the moment that someone makes like an animated clip of one of our clips. Have you ever seen them?
No.
I always see these podcasts I watch, one of their like viewers will make an animated cartoon of...
He's saying that so someone does it.
Yeah, please, someone does it, because I've been waiting. But it's so funny because...
Wait, did we discuss what happened to me on the podcast? You know when that guy... Like,
yeah, we did, yeah.
My memory's so
bad. Why did that
bad.
just randomly come back now?
I don't know.
Is it because you grabbed me?
No, I don't... I don't know. You and your alarm, does it say take the bins out?
No, it says take vitamins. Listen, I'm a healthy
I'm
guy.
sorry, guys. My brain is not with it today, but we wanted to bring you an episode anyway. Sorry, I keep interrupting you. Carry on.
Anyway, yeah. So, I see a lot of the podcasts. Someone will make like an animated clip of them sitting and talking, and then whatever they're describing or story they're telling, they'll make the animation for the story that was happening. And I just think to myself, the day that happens,
I hope no one does that.
Yeah, like no.
That would be so like. I just hope no one does that for us.
Anyway, guys, my birthday in January. It's already passed. I don't mind late. Actually, your birthday's closer. She wants that for a gift.
25. Speaking of which, I want to give a shout out to my moderators, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I call them my moderators because I don't know what else I can like label them. But I've had about 7 or 8 viewers for a very long time, and they're on my private account, who have literally, you don't understand, it's not even like, they're not viewers anymore, they're friends, who literally, they got me a necklace. Okay, I just had a shower, so I took it off because you have to take it off in a shower, but I've not taken this necklace off. It has my name on it.
That's so
they bought
cute.
me flowers.
Oh, I saw them get you the card with all their faces
The card,
on it.
all their faces on it. They're literally, I just want to give a quick shout out to them because wallah, I actually love you guys. And like, it's weird because I've built, some people may find it weird. They're like, what the hell are you doing? Like, it's internet relationships. Like, what are you doing? But I just feel like friends. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like...
No, that is cute. And I also want to give a shout out, just because I know we touched it briefly, but the comments in last week's episode, amazing. There was someone who commented about being your viewer like from time ago, and just so many positive messages. If we didn't get a chance to reply to them, just know that we've seen them and we love you all. Thank you so much. The topic that I wanted to go into today,
Yes.
and it's a big one because I was just kind of deep in, we might have touched on it before as well.
Depression.
No, it's not depression. I want to talk about trust, okay? But I also want to give a disclaimer, because I know people probably watching there try to take it a different way. Whatever we talk about from now on is not in relation to anything that Nishan has been through with...
Speak for yourself.
No, I'm saying been through with her ex-husband. Like, we're not talking and indirecting, just so you lot know. I just want to talk about this topic because I have a lot to say about it.
Like I said, speak for yourself. No, I'm joking.
No, so I'm at a stance where I'm very like... I don't even want to give people like one chance. I know that sounds bad, but like I feel like you can't build trust back. Do you know what I mean? Even in friendships.
I don't. Okay.
I know it sounds bad because I shouldn't. I should say you should be able to forgive and move past that. But
from past experiences, what you're saying is true, but my brain doesn't want to believe that because I feel like maybe it's because I have bad memory. So people do things to me and I have such bad memory that 8 months, a year later, I'll be friends with them and then they ended up doing it again.
But the thing is, I'm not talking about being friends. Like, you can still stay friends, but I'm saying...
Keeping that... like, I got as close as I was before and then she ended up doing it again, if not worse. And just... So what you're saying is true, but then again, I do want to say there is some, instances where people may just mess up. Like, you got to remember and always give the benefit of the doubt whenever a situation happens, whether it's with a sibling, whether it's with a friend or a romantic relationship. You always, and it's hard in the moment, but you should always look at, number one, their upbringing, number two, if it was what they were going through in that time of life, number three, we're humans, we're not perfect, we all have made mistakes, the devil whispers in our ears sometimes. It's when you constantly see the behaviours reoccurring that you should take a step away. But if someone does something to you maybe once and you want to be friends with them or you want to get back with them and you think, okay, you should give them the benefit of the doubt, the same way you've messed up in the past and you would appreciate if someone gave you the benefit of the doubt.
That was a very mature answer from you. Well done. I like that.
Thanks.
That was really good.
Now you don't want to say what you were going to say?
No, I do want to speak, and I want to say that you're 100% right. And I feel like that's more time what ends up happening. But just when I deep, like, people being, like, not trustworthy. And do you know what? Not even in friendship. I think it's easier to forgive someone in a friendship rather than in a relationship. Not forgive, sorry. Build trust again. I think a friendship can build trust again because you don't always have to be that intimate with how you're feeling and everything. Do you know what I mean?
It depends what you mean by trust in a relationship. So do you mean cheated on or betrayal?
No, but for example, forget about friendships, let's talk about relationships, because that's where I feel like it matters in the sense the most from how I would react, if that makes sense. So, for example, say I was married, yeah? And then I'm speaking to a girl, I'm married, and then she lies to me about something.
Okay.
That will forever, like, I'm always now going to think in my head, okay, she's lied now. That's it. You've made your first, like, imagine you just get married and you experience your first lie, the first lie they've said, whether it's something little or big. Instantly you're like, okay, now this is a possible thing that's happening.
One thing that I have realized is when it comes to little white lies or little lies, you do it once, I will always question everything that you say.
That's what I'm saying.
I will always, even if you build the trust, I will always in my head think this person is capable of lying. Even if it's a little lie, like, that's one thing for me. It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah.
Because you don't know why, like, you know what I mean? It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah, it depends on what they're lying about.
But it just means that for a few years, unless you spend years building it up, I am going to question everything you do.
And that's not nice. That's why and this is the worst thing, and I've noticed that happens in a lot of relationships, is they mess up by lying first.
Yeah.
And then they forgot that they told the lie, and they get comfortable to tell the truth this time. Next time it comes back round, and then you're like, but I thought you said it was this.
You know what? That's
I don't
so
like that.
true. But I don't understand. Shall I tell you why I don't understand lying?
Yeah.
This is why I don't understand lying, and this is why I feel like I won't really lie. And when I do lie, I feel bad because I know God knows.
Yeah.
So I find it so hard to lie. But the reason being is for me to lie to someone, right? Let's say I lied to you about something, Ayub. If I lie to you, why am I lying to you? Because I'm scared of you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not scared of anyone.
Sometimes it's not scared. Sometimes you're scared to hurt their feelings.
Okay.
She's like, I don't care about those feelings.
I don't care about their feelings. But no, for me to lie and commit a sin actively and then have to, like, hold that within my heart, I have to be scared of you. I'm scared of what you're going to say. I'm scared of what you're going to think of the truth. And I'm not scared of you. I don't care. I don't need to lie to anyone.
But the thing is, I think that applies sometimes. But, like, there's lying, for example, something happens and I don't want to tell you because I don't want you to be hurt.
Yeah, that's different.
Or I'm scared that your feelings are going to get hurt. So,
you know, Islamically, I think you're allowed to, when it comes to stuff like that.
There's certain tiny little things like that where they're not important things. We shouldn't.
Let's say
mention
you
it too
spoke
much.
rubbish about someone and that person came up to me and they were like, did Ayub say anything bad about me? In that instance, you're allowed to lie and say, no, he didn't. He's never said anything bad about you. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to.
Okay, but you said don't say pretty sure and then say, yeah, he never said anything about you. Like,
no. You're allowed to say, like, no, he just says positive things.
I think you're allowed to say, I don't know.
Okay, maybe. I could be wrong.
I don't think you're allowed to go the opposite direction. But no, all they ever said is you're the most amazing person ever.
He literally loves you.
Basically, there's like a little like there's basically something you can do to avoid hurting someone's feelings, but there's probably rules and regulations to it.
If it's going to cause fitna, you're allowed to have a white lie.
Okay, just look at this.
But
this is what we're going to say, because we both don't know. Who are we? Just randomly, and you've heard it a few times. I've heard it a few times. If you want to know about it, search it up, because there's rules and regulations to it. You can't just be like, yeah, well, we're allowed to lie. No, it doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You got to be careful.
Every time I say something, Ava's like, you have to reread.
No, because you think about that. You just said that. So in their head, they can go back and think, do you know what? I can lie. I can basically say they never said this.
Yeah, you're right. I get it. Anything I ever say, guys, it is your responsibility. It is your duty, whether you're Muslim or not, to go and do your own research and find out yourself.
It's so funny because we tell them, do your own research, because we haven't even done the research.
I found out from my nan's cousin. No, I'm joking.
We're like, yeah, my great-granddad's son's daughter's brother, which is my uncle.
Dog's previous owner.
Told us this, but you should do your own research. Why don't we do our own research before we say it?
Because it's just like knowledge. People speak off of knowledge, things they've been told, and no.
That's why we've got to be careful and let them know.
But they should know they're adults.
But anyway.
I don't know. Are you adults? How old is everyone?
All I know is that our audience is majority females. Like, when I mean majority, I mean like nearly all of them.
We do have some
That's
men.
why I need the guys to stand up in the comment sections and let us know that you're here rocking with us.
No, all the women shout out to you.
But yeah, back to trust. I think.
I have a question.
Oh, go on in.
Sorry.
No, go for it.
So I always say this, and I've always said, no, if a man cheats on me, I will never, ever give him a chance. That's it. He'll never see me again. That's it. And I always have said, always have said this my whole life. But in reality, you never know what you would do.
It's true. That's why I say, even me, like the whole trust thing. If I was cheated on, I'll be honest.
No, not physically, but you found text messages.
I'm sorry if you...
No, but let's say you had a child together. Let's say she just gave birth 6 months ago.
Can I say, is this selfish, yeah? Is it selfish that I wouldn't care whether we had a child or not.
No, I don't think it is.
Because I wouldn't sit and think, oh no, the kids. What? So I'd rather grow up in a house with them where they're going to witness us arguing all the time because I don't trust her. Or I can skedaddle and still be a good dad and still look after them, but they don't have to deal with the stress of their parents arguing all the time or going through things that we went through.
You know, breakups.
Like, it sounds bad, but
no, it doesn't sound bad at all.
I would rather put me first in the sense of being in a good relationship, which will in turn allow me to look after my kids better.
And be a better dad, yeah. For me, I feel like relationship, especially at this age, breakups are so difficult because with me, I'm 25 now and I've been divorced. And I'm like, bro, I literally, back in the day, I would say to myself, when I'm 22, I want to get married. And then I want to have a baby at 23. And now I'm 25. And I'm like, it took me 24 years to find someone to marry.
Yeah.
How many more
years? You weren't searching for the whole 24.
I know,
you didn't come out of the room like, where is he?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It took me a very long time to find someone that and you know what, yeah? This is why I'm scared for myself. Because everyone's like, you're going to get remarried. I've said this before, I don't find men attractive. Men give me the ick. I don't find them attractive. Things have to be perfect, whether that's hygiene, looks, aspirations, everything. So when the hell am I ever going to be able to get remarried?
No, because think about this. You used to say this before you got married and you were convinced and then it happened. It can happen again.
I don't want that to happen again.
No, but can I ask you a serious question as well? Do you feel like...
No,
do you feel a bit worried that it's going to be harder to get married because people will be like, oh, she's divorced?
So I did at first, and then I saw my DMs the day after I got divorced.
Oh yeah, you were showing me some of them. You don't need to chill, man. What is wrong with guys?
So I'm not gonna lie, I was so worried. I was like, no one's gonna want to marry me. I was like, no one's gonna want to marry me. I've done it, and then I was like, I literally the day after I announced my divorce, I literally up until this day, I saw my DMs and I was like, yeah.
I'm not going to. Guys are weird. They literally waited for your life to end of you breaking down. Right, that's done. You're right, love. How you doing? Me and you should go grab a coffee. You're still literally crying.
It's true. Yeah, so I don't think
scary. But I don't think any of them are serious candidates, though, if they're like that.
No, not at all. And also, you got to think about this. There's women who are married, have like 3 kids, and they still find the love of their life.
Yeah.
Also, another aspect is trusting God. I trust God, and you know what? If I'm not meant to get married or find my soulmate, hopefully, inshallah, in heaven, in Jannah, I'll find my soulmate, and maybe it'll be Mufti Menk.
Yeah, true. To me, it kind of like all these situations.
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, you need to relax. I just deep what you said. Why was that come out so normal? When I was like, inshallah. I was deep in like a lot of these situations that we get into. All you have to do is really put trust in Allah. Like,
it's easier said than done, though.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I feel like you shouldn't really be scared. Like, there's people that literally get remarried and they've got kids and stuff like that. And someone asked me, like, would I marry someone who's got a kid? And I said that I would find it hard in a sense. Not hard, sorry. I said I'd have to be in love with the person. I'd have to fall in love with the person.
And then do it, yeah.
To accept having a kid. But I wouldn't look at someone and be like, oh, they've got a kid.
But you wouldn't, as well, maybe go out of your way to put yourself in a situation to maybe take out a woman or get to know a woman that has a kid.
Yeah. But then again, I don't even know.
There's nothing wrong with that as well. Everyone's entitled to their own preference.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Some people will say, yeah, no, I'll take her out on a date. And
no, because a lot of my friends were like, they don't care in the sense of, they chat to a woman that's had a kid before. And there's a part of me that says, it's not even about you having the kid. Is it bad that in my head I'm like, oh.
You want to... No, I know exactly what it is. You want to... It's not about the fact she has a kid. You don't look her or view at her any differently. You want to be with someone that is their first time experiencing certain things too.
Yeah.
So it's their first time starting a family and having a child. And
do you know what it is? It's that, but it's also... There's a part of me that's a bit worried to have the responsibility of someone else's child.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You got to be careful.
Yeah, like I feel like it's more pressure...
Imagine they hate you as well.
Yeah, like it's more pressure. Like, because I don't look at it and think, oh no, she's got a kid. That's not the problem.
Anyone that looks at a woman...
Are you going to let me talk, love?
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
No, I'm joking, it's alright.
I keep doing it, Ayub, I'm so sorry.
It's alright. I've done it to you so many times.
Yeah, you have, screw you.
There was that one episode where I did not let you speak the whole time.
Yeah, so shut up.
Anyway, let me finish my point here though.
Anyone that looks at a woman who has a kid and looks at her and thinks, oh no, she's got... You know what? You need to humble yourself and take a chill pill and shut up.
Yeah, anyway.
I'm going to be quiet now.
So, no, you don't need to be quiet. I want you to speak it. For me, personally, it's not... I don't look at it and think, oh no, they've got a kid. That's not the problem. Mine is, I'd be worried to go in. First of all, as a man, yeah, and I'm going to be honest with everyone. There's a lot of pressure on us. Yeah, we have a lot of pressure
financially as well.
Financially, everything. Like when we think, okay, it's time for marriage, we have a lot on our back, and we have to realize, okay, we're gonna now build a family, and we're gonna have all these people in our life that we have to take care of. And more time, we're still trying to learn to take care of ourselves.
You know, as well, if you don't, it's like you take sin.
Especially as a man who has daughters or and a wife, and there's so much responsibility for yourself, Islamically and just in normal society.
Mm-hmm.
So when I think of that, which is already something that stresses me going into it, which I'm still excited to experience at the same time, me thinking, okay, I'm now not only just going to meet this girl and try and move forward and get married, already there's a responsibility, extra responsibility that I'm more scared of because it's not even my child. It's someone else's child, and I don't want to mess
You have to take
up.
care, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, imagine something happens and the mom's like, why are you like? Oh, I watched a clip that came up with the Kardashians, and they're sitting at that table.
I saw that,
and the guy was like, "I'd whip her." He goes, "I'd whip her" or something like that for if she ever scratched me or screamed at me.
And he looked
her actual dad was like, "What the hell are you creating?" That dynamic is mad.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what? It's okay to say you would prefer someone with who had never had a child or been married.
Yeah.
But when it's wrong is when you say, no, I would never be with someone who's been divorced or has a child. That's when it's wrong.
The divorce thing I don't care about.
Yeah.
I would look at what are the reasons maybe she got divorced. But if anything, do you know why it might be better going for someone who's been divorced? Because they've been through it the first time, they'll know exactly what they want in a sense. They've already been through stress. More time, they just want to get married and be happy. And that's the approach that I've kind of taken. I've been through so much stress with family. I've seen the arguments. I've grown up through arguments, through stress, through a household that's just not calm all the time. Do you know what I mean? And I'm so like, when I get married, I'm just going to say this to my wife. Please, can we just like be happy? I know it's hard.
I don't want peace. I want problems. Always.
Literally, I just want to be like
peaceful, man.
Come on, man.
But you know what? It takes a lot of compromise, Ayub, because you may think, oh, I just want peace, but there could be things that you're doing that are wrong or that are upsetting. And you know, one thing I've learnt is communication is key. Everyone says this and you're like, yeah, communication. Communication is so important, and actually like speaking about how you feel and expressing, but it's not just communication as well. It's also understanding. So you can communicate all you want, but if they're not listening,
that's so true.
So if I say to you, look, this is my love language, I like this and I like this, and then they listen and they say, okay, yeah, and then they don't do anything about it, that communication was pointless. It needs to be communication and comprehension. So you need to understand, communicate, comprehend, understand, work together. You're a team. No,
that's very true. And I think one of the main problems that I think society has now, and I'm gonna be real because I'm seeing it all the time, wallah. And right now, a lot of men are not men, and I'm talking even maybe me. Okay, like I view myself as someone who's good, but I think we all put ourselves higher than we are, in the sense of we think we're more capable of what we're not. So we think we can get into a relationship, or we can get married. No, we're gonna be good. I can handle it. Oh yeah, no, I'm good. I'm emotionally aware of. And then you get to the situation and you crumble. I don't know how to act. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do that. You're not able to actually fulfill the things that you've said you're gonna do. Do you know what I mean?
Not just said you're gonna do the things that. Whether you're Muslim, if you're a Muslim, I think this applies. The things that it is your duty to do. Yeah.
And even like I see it just in the sense of a lot of men around me or friends or people around me push this persona of I'm good, I can handle anything. But we can't. Yeah. And it's okay to not be able to handle things.
It's fine.
You just have to be real with yourself, because the only way you're going to grow and get better at something is if you realize, okay,
and you understand,
maybe I can't handle this. What am I doing wrong?
How do I fix it?
Yeah.
How do I fix it?
Instead of just lying to yourself. Because the thing is, they're not lying to you.
Yeah, they're lying to themselves.
They're lying to themselves. They're not saying to you, yeah, I'm good, I can do it. And then deep down, they're like, oh, I can't. They really believe that they can, but they can't.
Yeah. This is why it's important, I think, to just... I don't know. There's nothing... You can ask for help, you know? Yeah. Like, you can ask for help.
Because even me, sorry to cut you off, I think to myself, yeah, I feel like I'm quite emotionally aware, intelligent, like, I understand emotions.
God tests you.
But then I think about it, like, me going into... I've been in certain situations, whether it's, like, talking to someone, stuff like that, and, like, I feel like I'm very aware of my emotions, but then something still kind of goes wrong.
And she might think in her head... oh, well, I don't like this, and you might be completely unaware of it.
Yeah, definitely. And then also, when you get into like relationships, in the sense of like talking to someone, you want to get married and all this stuff, you got to be ready to accept that you loving someone or you talking to someone, they're going to be a direct reflection of all your imperfections.
I agree.
Do you know what I mean? That's when you're going to see all the things you do wrong as a human, because they're going to be the ones to be there all the time and receive all the time and tell you. They're not your family
react
to put up
to
with
it as well.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? They're going to tell you and react to it, and that's where you're going to see all your flaws. But you have to be willing to literally take what they're telling you. If they're good people, you know, sometimes there's manipulation and you have to be careful. I don't know why I'm talking like I've been, you know, I talk like I've been married for 55 years, you know, my day, you just, all this experience I've had.
It's good to see your outlook in life, because I always say that you have to take a step outside of the box.
Yeah.
And that's something that I try to do. When someone does something or says something or does something that's just hurtful, harmful or whatever, I try my best to take a step outside of the box. And I try and I say, I make excuses for that person behind their back, and I'll say, what is it that maybe it's this, maybe it's, oh, this happened in their childhood, maybe that's, you know, connects to that, and oh, this happened and this happened. So it's important, the life lesson here, when someone's done something to hurt you, something that you don't like, before you sit there and say, oh, they're evil, how could they do this, when someone's, you know, maybe you've lost trust for them and they've broken your trust, before, your first instinct is to be like, nah, F you, take a step outside of the box and look at their situation, because everyone's individual situation is completely different and our experiences are different.
Yeah, and do you know what? A piece of advice I would give to everyone right now, sorry, did I cut off? A piece of advice that I would give to everyone, whether you're younger, older, whoever's watching this.
Subscribe to this podcast.
Yes, and like and share. Don't forget to also press the notification bell so you can be notified every time that we post. No, I'll be serious, and I think this is very, very, very important. And I think there's a limit to it as well, because sometimes you can go over it. But I need you all to understand that self-reflection and understanding yourself and your flaws is one of the most important things in this life. Like, you can't just go through life thinking that you're good and you're a good person and that's it, and never sit back and think, why did I do this? Is there anything I can improve on? I don't feel like people do it enough. I'm sorry. You literally have to sit and think, what is it that I do bad? Maybe ask your friends, ask this. Look, let's be honest, let's have a serious conversation.
Not just that,
what about me do you feel like I could improve? What about me do you think I do wrong? Well, sometimes you're a bit rude when you do this. Sometimes you're a bit rude. You need to like really sit and think to yourself, how can I improve? I don't think like people do that enough.
Not just think that, I agree 100%, but not just think, because it's easy to be like, oh, how can I improve? If someone's saying, you've done this, you're doing this, I don't like this, even if your brain and everything in you is saying, no, that did not happen, I did not do that, they're saying that because they felt like that way for a reason. Yeah. So just take yourself out of the box for a second and think, what if, or how do I, sort that out or fix that? Because you need to understand yourself. The way we view things is so real, right? Yeah. Your life experiences, and if you explain to me a situation that's happened with a friend, in a relationship with a parent, you will tell your story, and to you, it is 100% real, and there's no other way it could ever be not that way. But if we understand in our hearts that there is a possibility it could not be the way you see it or view it, that's when I think relationships start to build
and become stronger.
Yeah, become stronger.
And can I give an example of this? And the reason I nearly started laughing when you were saying that, because I've been in them situations. Wallah, like I don't want to like bait anything up, but say I'm talking to someone, something like that, yeah, and something happens, there's an altercation, you're pissed off, and in your head you're like, do you know what? I'm not even gonna message them today. Like, they did this, I'm gonna wait for them to message me. Next thing you do, you don't get a message, you're angry, they haven't said anything to me all day, they don't care, blah blah blah. And then you're like, okay, you finally speak to each other, and in your head you think you've been in the right the whole time,
and they think that as well,
but you didn't realize they're on the other side thinking, he hasn't even messaged me today. And then you both get on the phone and you're like, you didn't do this, and you're like, well, no, I was going to, but then you did this, and you realize, and then you're both just like, it's confusing, because you go in there with 100% confidence that like you were in the right and they messed up, and then they come with 100% confidence they were in the right and you messed up.
That's why the human brains are weird, and that's why I say the way to build on any relationships, whether that be family, friends, romantic relationships, is to take a second to understand what you're feeling, what's in your brain could be wrong.
Yeah.
And it's hard our brains can't really comprehend that, because it's so real to us. But it can be.
Yeah.
The same way it could be for them.
A great example of this is, you know, sometimes when like you'll be talking with someone, you're arguing, and they'll be like, well, you said this. I didn't say that. You
Yeah.
100%. And it happened like the conversation happened 2 seconds ago. But both of you are 100% convinced that this word was used and it wasn't.
Yeah.
And
That's
you'll never
the
know
devil.
unless like you filmed it.
Yeah.
But one of you are wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
So
but
one of you, like, you have to sit back and think, one of us is wrong. Do you know what I mean?
One thing I've realised is most arguments they start off with something little, and then the argument escalates to about who said what, and then you said this, no, but you said this. So it's not even about the original argument anymore.
Do you know what's the hardest thing as well? Have you ever been in a situation, yeah? This is the worst ones, yeah? Have you ever been in a situation where, like, someone's done something wrong to you so many times, yeah? And you've put up with it, and you know, because in them moments where they're doing the wrong, you feel it, and you know it's wrong. Blah, blah, blah. And then you finally get to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm going to communicate this. We're having an argument. Let's communicate. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel like you always make me feel like this. And they're like, all right, give me an example when. And you're like,
your brain goes blank.
You literally cannot think of one example.
That's why. You know, you see that notes app on your phone. You see that notes app on your phone.
When you feel something, you have to document it down.
Write that down, honestly, because especially me, my memory's so bad.
No, but even normal people, like, this happened to me so many times where, like,
normal people, am I not normal?
Sorry, I mean people that don't deal with what you're dealing with. That sounds so bad.
Wow, so I'm not normal.
You're actually not normal, like you. So yeah, like, it happens so many times that it finally gets to the point where you want to tell them what they've been doing wrong. And they're like, give me one example. And you're like, and they're like, see, you can't even give me an example.
I know.
So it happened this one time.
And then you look like but you know what you got to say to them ones? Nah, I don't even want to get into that. Look, I can't even be bothered, yeah? See how childish it is that you want me to get into it. Like, I know, innit? That's the ones I come with. Listen, you really going to make me get into it? Like, seriously, come on, do better. You got to stop gaslighting them. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Wallah, I'm joking. Wallah, that was a joke before anyone, you know. I think people are going to take that so wrong, but yeah, you know
it's
what
not
I mean.
that deep, man. We need old Bishop back.
You know I'm slowly coming back.
She is. She's actually been getting
Do you
funnier.
think I have?
No, but guys, you have a little bit been funnier. Someone was weighing you down. No, I'm joking. That was a joke. Wallah, that was a joke.
Obviously, it's a joke. You don't need to explain that.
I'm scared. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know.
Arguments are so annoying, wallah. Because, like, I hate that feeling of you're 100% right. And the worst thing is this, when you think you're 100% right and you cool down a little bit and then you have to sit and realise, oh, maybe I did do something.
Yeah, but no, I don't mind that, you know. One thing about me, I done that. Yes, I did. I'm sorry. I'm a human being. I'm sorry, but I am not perfect.
Don't be them ones.
No,
Yes, I did mess up.
Yeah, I did cheat on you. So what?
There's nothing you could do about it because I didn't even mean to do it.
No, what I mean is, if I do something wrong, if I say something wrong, I will never be the person to be like, no. I'll always say, oh, yeah, you know what?
But we're all human. Like, it can take time to get to that point.
It takes time. Of course, it's not straight away.
Yeah, I thought you were trying to say that you're there. Like,
no, I'll not do it and then be like, look, I'm sorry, I just done that. I'm human.
I think you use that as a tactic, Nishrin. The amount of times I've argued with you, I've seen you in an argument where you're like, yeah, well, I know I've done this wrong, but they've done this.
No.
Like, you admit you're wrong, and then you go on for what they've done.
No. That's not true at all. Say what you think that about me.
No, I think I've seen it once or twice.
Is it not better than...
Alright, calm down.
Is it not better to say, yes, this is wrong, and they done this, rather than to be like, no, I didn't do anything wrong, they done this.
Yeah,
Come on, use your brain.
Yeah.
Throw me under the bus.
So we do a call segment.
I don't think we should.
Oh, it's late, isn't it?
It's actually 12.
Oh,
so.
yeah, that's way too late, I'm not gonna lie to you.
But guys, this is our last Ramadan episode, so we can start again, you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys. What the hell?
Yeah. If there's any rich man out there that want to marry me, let me know, and I will.
What? Relax. What? Dubai.
We need to discuss that next episode.
All right, guys. I wanted to talk. We're not going to do a call segment. I'm all over the place. We're not going to do a call segment because it's very, very late. But this is actually the last episode in the Ramadan.
I know, I'm sad.
And we forgot to mention that all the fundraisers, again, will be linked down below. Please, let's get them all to their targets, inshallah. We might even do like a fundraiser out of Ramadan.
Yeah, of course. Guys, meet and greet. I'm so excited.
Basically, guys, there's a lot of stuff in the works. So just pray. Like,
keep us in your du'as, please.
Yeah, we've got a lot of things coming. Like big things, inshallah. And we're excited because things are about to be taken very seriously.
Also,
and go very well,
I never really asked for a specific du'a from you guys because I feel like you guys keep me in your du'as. And I know sometimes it's easy to be like, yeah, I'll keep you in my du'as. And you forget. That happens a lot. But if I could ask for anything for you guys, and even if one person does it, please, guys, when you make dua, whether that's tonight or whenever, can you make dua that we're protected from evil eye, and that any negativity, hatred, toxic, anything evil that is coming our way, or any jealousy is removed and doesn't affect us, please. Because that is one thing that I genuinely will ask you guys to genuinely make dua
and
for us.
we'll do the same for you guys as well.
I always do the same for you guys, but please, that specific one.
I've been feeling it recently.
I've been feeling it recently as well.
There's certain things just happening. I'm like, I feel like maybe there's too many people viewing us, like in a sense of in a negative way. But I don't know at the same time. Yeah. I don't know. We'll never know. We just ask for you guys to help us in making dua for us, please. Let's actually do the shout of the week.
The shout out of the week goes to Ayub's mom, because she watches every episode. Shout out to you, Mom.
I actually do want to shout out Mom.
We love you.
Mom is like a super fan of the week. Of the week or the month of the year. We love you, Mum, if you're watching this, you little crackhead.
That's very rude.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
I love you, Mum.
Oh, look, you know what? Shout out. You know what? Speaking of which.
She's going to do another one of her burner accounts. N2.
So, we're going to do the shout out of the week, and it kind of goes off what we literally just spoke about, our mother.
Yeah.
It is Sabs, my babes. She's part of the moderator group that I was telling you guys about. And she said, just want to say, Auntie J did a good job raising you both. Ayub looking out for you, always being there for you is honestly so cute to see, mashallah. And she didn't say Nishan being a good sister and looking out for Ayub is cute as well, but I think she meant it.
Thank you for that comment, Sabs. We appreciate you, and we appreciate all the support you show, and for you being there for Nishan as well. Like our family as well, just very much appreciate it. Guys, you lot are all amazing. I think there was amazing comments that episode.
That whole episode was just full of positivity.
Crazy.
I did have to block like 2 accounts, but it's okay, because like if I wasn't me and I saw someone this pretty, I would probably be
here we go
a hater
again.
too.
She's back. Yeah, we love you guys. Thank you for the comment. Nishan, where can they find you?
You can find me crying on my pillow. You can find me at It's Nisrin on Instagram and TikTok.
You can find me at Kayla Cash Out on all social media platforms. Don't forget to follow Sadly Relatable Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. Guys, we love you lot so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us. And also to all the new subscribers, we love you. Don't forget, Spotify listeners, that one's for you. Anyway, guys, don't forget to press a like, share, subscribe, and to also press the notification bell if you want to be notified every time that we post. We honestly love you all. And I know there's that one person right now that's washing up in the kitchen, and they've got their AirPods in, and we're all the way in the other room, and it's about to end. You're just listening while you're scrubbing the dishes. We love you even more.
And you cleaning and you cooking.
Yeah.
Also, I think this might come out on Eid or the day before Eid.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Eid Mubarak.
Eid Mubarak to everyone.
We love you. May Allah bless every single person watching this. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope Allah has accepted all your fasts and your Ramadans. And love you.
We'll see you next week. Peace.
Inshallah. Bye.